One win away from the Super Bowl. As the Buffalo Bills battle the Kansas City Chiefs tonight for a trip to the big game, many Bills fans hit the bars to cheer them on. As the need to get everyone vaccinated is growing more urgent, some sites are running out of COVID-19 vaccines. Others are not able to administer all the doses they have available.
People are thinking about working out more during the pandemic. Coming up, we'll show you an activity that's fit for the entire family.
In high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Action News at 11.
New at 11, Buffalo Bills fever in Erie. With a win tonight against the Kansas City Chiefs, the Bills had a chance to punch a ticket to the Super Bowl. We stopped at one local bar where Bills fans were sipping beer, eating wings, and hoping for a Super Bowl ring.
Let's win. Let's get the W.
Barry Miller was one of many fans at the bar, enjoying some wings and rooting for his beloved and long-suffering Buffalo Bills.
It's just amazing that we made it this far. I'm so proud of them, so proud of the team. The fans really needed this. It's been a long time coming. The fact that we might have a chance to face Brady again in the Super Bowl, get our redemption back for 20 years of chaos.
He also says this is great for the tri-state area.
You know, I love the Browns, I love the Steelers, I love everybody, and the fact that we're still in the game for our tri-state, I think means a lot to everybody. So we're all pulling for them. Let's go, Buffalo.
Bills fan John Paola says he didn't expect the Bills to be so good this year, but he's not complaining.
It's been weird because you don't expect it. You never expected to be 13-3 and go this far and make it to a championship game. So it's just a weird feeling. Losing for so long and being mediocre for the past 20-some years has been tough. So I'm just happy to be here.
John would love to see his beloved and long-suffering team make it to the Super Bowl.
What else do you want at this point? Last time we were here, I was 10 years old.
And Jet 24 Sports Director Jay Pushkar will have highlights from the AFC Championship game. That's coming up later in sports. More than 418,000 American lives have been lost to COVID-19. The need to get everyone vaccinated is growing more urgent, but those vaccination efforts are falling short. ABC's Andrew Dimbert reports some sites are running out of vaccines, others unable to administer the doses that they have available.
The U.S. surpassing 25 million cases of coronavirus, according to Johns Hopkins University. And while some states are seeing trends dip in the right direction, others are still seeing the virus spreading at alarming rates. There are growing concerns about the UK variant now detected in at least 23 states. Scientists stress more research is needed on whether the variant is deadlier.
It could be that the variant hit the UK when their hospitals were overwhelmed, and we know when hospitals get overwhelmed, mortality rates tend to rise, but it's clearly still a deadly disease and clearly more contagious.
Researchers in Ohio say a U.S. variant has been circulating since May, and in California, scientists say a newly identified strain has been found in more than a third of the cases in Los Angeles. Dr. Anthony Fauci believes the vaccines will still be effective.
Moderna and Pfizer vaccines seem to continue to be protective against the mutant strain. It is a very minor diminution, but the cushion that you have of efficacy is so large that it's not going to negatively impact.
More than 20 million vaccine doses have been administered.
The more people we vaccinate, the better we will do. The fewer outbreaks we will see, the sooner we can get back to our way of life.
But the rollout has been challenging. Some vaccine distribution sites are seeing hours-long waits.
That's not the way we treat those we consider vulnerable in need of this vaccine most. You can't just tell the states and the local governments, here's some vaccines, now you go do it. No, we have to coordinate. We have to provide the resources.
Several governors have urged the federal government to increase distribution.
This shouldn't be the Hunger Games like it was with PPE, right? That was ridiculous, and we all had to play that game.
The Biden administration has promised 100 million doses in 100 days. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, Washington, D.C.
The State Department of Health reporting 113 new positive cases of COVID-19 today in Erie County. With today's numbers, the county has a total of 14,796 cases. The state is reporting an increase of 3,976 new cases. This brings the total number of cases statewide to over 800,000. An additional 83 people died from COVID-19 in the state, bringing that total to 20,609. Crawford County reporting 20 new cases. Warren County reports an increase of 9. Ashtabula County reporting 16 new cases. Chautauqua County, New York continues to report 6,018 total cases. A 16-year-old is dead after a van crashed into the back of his Amish buggy. It's news out of Ashtabula County. The crash happened on U.S. Route 322 around 6:30 p.m. Saturday. According to Ohio State Patrol, a van struck an Amish buggy that was traveling east on the shoulder of the highway. The driver of the buggy is identified as 16-year-old Norman Detweiler. He was pronounced dead at the scene. According to officials, no drugs or alcohol were involved. The driver of the van was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. He was not wearing a seatbelt. The crash remains under investigation. The single article of impeachment against former President Trump will be delivered to the Senate on Monday. Both sides have agreed to a 2-week delay for the start of the trial. The former president is charged with incitement of insurrection after telling his supporters to march to the Capitol. Chaos followed as the mob tried to stop certification of President Joe Biden's win. Democrats are calling on the Justice Department to investigate the former president.
Everyone wants to put this awful chapter in American history behind us, but sweeping it under the rug will not bring healing. The only way to bring healing is to actually have real accountability.
Trump's team has not specifically addressed these latest allegations. Facebook's oversight board will be reviewing the tech giant's decision to suspend President Trump. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg announcing the decision earlier this month following the riot at the United States Capitol and the president's repeated claims that the presidential election was stolen. The oversight board will have 90 days to decide whether or not to uphold the current ban. And in light of the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccinations, many people in Pennsylvania are playing a new online video game to relieve some stress over the virus. 2 months ago, 16-year-old Josh Turniak from Minnesota developed COVID Invaders after some advice from a friend. Turniak has been programming for 5 years and thought an easy game with only 2 controllers would be a great way to educate kids about the vaccine and help adults relieve some frustration from the coronavirus in a fun way.
I definitely wanted to launch the game right when the vaccines were rolling out because everyone would be thinking about the vaccine and more people would start playing it and kind of talking about it. And also it just makes the virus less scary. Many people in their 20s play this game, and even many people in their 60s play this game.
And if you'd like to play the game for free, you can visit our website, yourerie.com. And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 11 o'clock, ever seen the popular TV show Ninja Warrior? Well, a gym here in Erie held its regional championship today for the National Ninja League. First, look at the forecast. Greg.
These guys are just insane, those guys, gals. The amount of fitness. Yeah, it really is. Hey, it may not be that unbelievable because it's winter. It's going to be cold. And it could be a little messy, too, the complete forecast.